How are you connecting to your audience? I'm pulling a little insert, uh, excerpt, excerpt. I'm pulling a little excerpt out of this book, Predatory Thinking by David Trott, or Dave Trott, as is listed on the binder here. Um, and I think I think it's really amazing for marketing and advertising people to really let this sink in how you are connecting with your audience. Our whole world is advertising, and I've been thinking about that more and more as I continue to grow further and further along the path in my own entrepreneurial experience. That my whole world is becoming what I do because I'm so engulfed in it and want to succeed and want to educate people on how to market proactively and well, besides just going to Google as a source to get leads. It's so much more than that. I'm working on something big to help out, kind of list out 5 key components of a marketing foundation. But our whole world is advertising, so we think everyone's whole world is advertising. I've been hearing this from some of the people in my inner circle that are not necessarily business minded, but my friends that I've grown up with in the last 10 years and over the last 5 years. Some of the friends in my group are like, they understand the shift that I've made. There's a couple points here. I'm going off on a tangent. I know that's just what I do. But they understand the shift that I've made into the entrepreneurial shift space, where there's no life work differentiation. It's just my existence of who I am and what I'm about. Because the more I dig in, the more I work with companies to help build up their marketing foundation, to build marketing departments so that they're set for a scalability and helping them grow and get further along the path. I just get more riled up and excited about what I'm doing because I absolutely love what I'm doing. It gets me jacked up in the morning, and it doesn't feel like work, but it doesn't feel like work because I'm doing it all the time, and it comes naturally to me. So I don't go watch football. I don't go watch baseball unless I'm smoking a cigar with some of my friends, but that it is an occasional thing. So I'm so focused on growing my business because it's a ton of fun. So there's no like clear cut line in the sand of in the beach of Jared, where it's like, okay, on this side you got business Jared, on this side you got personal Jared. On the line, it's a little gray area there. There's no separation. This is just who I am. I'm so in love with what I do. Everyone's a prospect, so I just want to talk marketing. And I think that sometimes I think that everyone is just on the same page. Like I point out on the commercial, I'm like, oh, that was a horrible cut. Why did they do that? Nobody cares except for me. And maybe the person that did the editing. And they were at the hands of someone that was like, no, I want this. And too bad, I pay your salary. Anyway, our whole world is advertising, so we think everyone's whole world is advertising. We don't think it's our job to talk to people outside of advertising, which it is. Anytime that you're in any type of industry, you should be talking to people outside of it. I love looking to things outside of the industry that I'm in to see what they're doing, what's working, what could work. How can I take what's working in their industry and apply it to my industry? Will it work for my clients? How can we make it work? What would make it successful in our field compared to what their field? So I take a look at all of this disconnected information, and I pick and choose like a kid in a candy store. Ooh, that looks good. That looks nice. That looks like fun. Let me try that, and just try to bring it all together and make it malleable. But where was I going with that thought? It's not a job to talk to people outside. Oh, we should definitely talk to people outside. And if you're in a business and you have this opportunity to go to a conference, you should do that, because you're going to be surrounded with people that are experiencing the same struggles that you're experiencing. Maybe not 100% exact, but you're not on an island. And that's so beneficial from a business point of view, to understand like you're not on an island. There's other people experiencing things the way you are experiencing them, and they might have ideas to help you solve those problems or give you dots that you can kind of fill in and connect the dot a little bit further. We think as advertisers, it's the customer's job to pay attention to us, and that is just false. Most people ignore advertising because advertising ignores people. That hit me so hard. How are you talking to your customer? That is the question. What are you doing to build advertising and branding and marketing, not branding, branding's separate, but what are you doing to build marketing and advertising that connects with your customer and how you're talking to them? Do you know what the demographics are of your customer base? Your prime customers, the customers that can afford the services that you offer, that can afford the products that you offer. What are you doing to talk directly to them? Do you know who your prime customer is? Have you gone through and have you connected those dots? Have you figured out your customer is between the ages of this and this? Your customer owns a home that is worth this. They have an income of this. They are married or single. They like cats or dogs. What are the cycle demographics? What type of car do they drive? What kind of TV do they watch? What kind of stuff do they engage in? All of those beneficial bits of data, BBD, beneficial bits of data, can lend to a strategy that will allow you to connect further with them. If you know they have a pet or a dog, a pet or a dog, a cat or a dog or some kind of pet, then can you incorporate those pets into your messaging? And how do you do that? And you could get very directed on you could get very directed on the type of messaging you have in order to make the most connections with that customer. Know what the customer's demographics are, understand what they like, and then build marketing and advertising that connects with those customers on their level. I did a campaign for a company where we wrote a commercial. We did the same script, except for we split it out between 60 and above for demographics, and then 40 to 50, and then 30 to 20. And we try to have one different couple within each of that, within each of the age demographics. And then we built or altered the script so that the language that was used would be geared towards that age demographic. So the subtle details that we put in place in order to make the best connection possible might not be like a in-your-face type of thing, like, wow, they get me, but maybe it's a subtle thing. And that's what marketing is. It's going to take 7 to 10 times before a brand sticks with the customer, or before a message sticks with the customer. Customers see 10,000 advertisements a day from around 4,000 different brands or advertisers. So think of the volume of ads that people are seeing. How are you stepping outside of that noise in order to make the best connection that you can with your prime customer so that they will call you when they need the service that you offer? Take a look at your marketing and see if you're just throwing money at the wall or if you have a real strategy in place. If you need help with this, let me know. I'd love to help you out or have a conversation to understand where you might be able to increase or create more impact in your marketing strategy. If you don't have a marketing strategy, you definitely need one, and certainly reach out. If you have any questions, drop a comment below, and I will see you in the next video.